finally be able to get started in the actual barn and slow down work up the top, because things are getting more comfortable up there, and as of today we should have a working shower, which means we can focus more on here. So what we've done to start with is we took the asbestos roof off a couple of months ago, and that was all disposed of properly. And at the weekend I took down the beams, started knocking down some of the walls, started taking apart some of our stonework and just investigating the quality of it. Good stone, luckily, and also luckily terrible mortar. So this stone hasn't been touched yet, but oh, I managed to pick the one that's actually wedged in. They're all just lifting out pretty much with not a lot of trouble. That one will go with a bit of a wiggle. Just pinned in under here. So that's great because we can take all this apart, get that stacked, and then we're going to rebuild all of this in timber, and we'll use this stone on the outside to reclad that wall. So it should look good as new with real mortar rather than just mud. Actually last us another 100 odd years hopefully. And then the next thing to do will be to take down the kitchen end, which again we've got some lumps of good stone that will go. It's currently just our storeroom. This will all go today. Get rid of all these tools and materials. You can see the roof started to give way a bit anyway. And we'll get all this down, that nice big beam there. Break up all that concrete in the feeding trough. That's going to be not so fun. Hopefully it's not solid concrete and there's earth in there or something. Yeah, and we'll get this end down, ready to start digging out our footings for the kitchen, while we then crack on through there, literally dig a big hole through there. That whole wall in fact is going to come down because it's cob from that line upwards, and once we dig a big door in, the cob will never survive anyway. We've already dug out our down to the original foundations of this kitchen bit, so you can see the moss line of where the soil used to be. We've taken all that out, good 20 odd tons of rubble and dirt, and we've exposed the foundations here of this building. So we've got to knock this building down and then dig out all that foundation, dig out that whole concrete floor. Probably I'll have to discuss it. I don't think we can really go over the top of it because it's not good enough quality. So dig all that out, and then when we rebuild, we're going to rebuild in line with the edge of the house, not here. So we should gain about a foot of space there, and we'll gain about a metre the other way, just to mix up metric and imperial for you. As we kind of rejig that area. I'm not sure what that means for the gate post. I think we'll end up, this wall will end up ending sooner, and we'll build a bit of dry stone wall in to match up with the gate there. So that can almost stay, that bit of original wall. Yeah, we're back to mud. As you can see, our short-lived grass for part of the summer, but as soon as you start getting the diggers out comes the mud. And you can see at the back here we've started digging down to level. And we've still got to knock this bit down, take all that concrete out, dig all of that down to double this depth of that hole there and that hole there. We found another foundation as well, buried, which must have been for an older building that was here, so we've got to break up all that concrete. We'll end up with a nice sunken garden.
Really good.
We just realised Steve should have done a slow-mo video, because that would have been really good. But you will have just seen the beams coming down. And this is now much bigger than it used to be. And we're going to start taking this wall down now, because it's, if anything's going to fall, it will be that one, and if it takes that telegraph pole out, we're fucked. So we're going to start on that. We're going to try and pull it towards us with the digger, because what could go wrong? Watch this space. They've not done a bad job with that specific bit. The rest is shit.
More so than it seemed when we were.
Yeah, the top row was like. The top row was really brittle. I guess the water had got in the top. Yeah, there you go. We're having to take lots of very short videos because my phone battery is lasting minutes now. Something's very wrong with it. You can hopefully just see down the bottom there, Steve and Tony smashing away on the old garage wall, what's left of it. I'm driving the dumper truck around. We've got a big pile of cinder blocks going here. You can see our groundworks there. We're digging out trenches, burying the spoil, and then all that topsoil on the back is going to come over the top. Cinder block is going to build a nice temporary retaining wall around the front that we'll face with stone later. Another 7 dumper loads to go, I think, so I better get back to it. The added bonus of having a dumper is you don't have to carry all your rubbish down to the bottom of the hill.